Hello friends, welcome to my channel. This is Charan. Let's continue the JavaScript tutorial series. Now in this video tutorial, I will explain how to add a rounded corners or a borders to a div dynamically using a JavaScript. So let's start the tutorial. And here we got the final output of our application. How to add rounded corners to a div dynamically using a JavaScript. So this is a div element. Notice there is a small curve here, rounded here, which is 5 number. Now when I scroll this, see the corners is rounding.
If you are a first time visitor to my channel, please subscribe to get the latest updates.
For this video tutorial, I am using Visual Studio Code. First, I will add one new text file. Then I am selecting a language. The language I am selecting HTML. After that, I will save this file. I am saving this file on my desktop under JavaScript -tutorials folder. Then the file name is rounded corners div. Let's save this file. After that, let's add the HTML elements, the basic HTML elements I'm adding. After that, I'm adding header section. Then I'm adding the body element. This is body dy. After that, inside this body element, I'm adding center element h1. How to add rounded corners to a div element h2 dynamically using JavaScript. After that, I'm adding horizontal line. After the horizontal line, I'm adding input type is equals to range element. The range ID is equals to the range ID. I'm adding rad1. Let's give the input ID and value is equals to, the value is minimum value. I'm adding 5. The minimum value I'm adding 0. Maximum is equals to I'm adding up to 250. The default value is 5, minimum value is 0, maximum value of the 250 of this range element. Then on input, there is a property called on input which takes the output. That output element I'm adding here, output. I'm adding 5 here. Why I'm adding 5 here? The type input range value, default value is 5. That's why I'm adding 5 here. And ID is equals to output ID. Now we need to add this output ID here. Dot value is equals to input ID dot value. I'm comparing the output value and the input value based on these IDs. This input ID is nothing but this ID, input ID. Now after output element, I'm adding horizontal line. Then I'm adding one div element. Now let's save this file. Now let's write the JavaScript element. Script type is equals to text / JavaScript. Let's add the function name, rounded corner. And here I'm adding base div I element. ID is equals to div1. Now this div1. Now in this function, I am adding the div element div1.style. Style is equals to first background color. I am changing the background color is gray, and height of the div element is 350 pixels. Height I am adding 350. Then background color also I am adding. Background color I have already added. And border style. Border is equals to border solid, and border radius. I want to get dynamically here. So here I am adding plus colon pixels. That's it. Now the border radius depends on this output ID. The radius, if it's get 50 here, the border radius, the corners will be 50. ID dot inner HTML. That's it. Now we need to add this function here on body, on load. When I load this body tag, I want to work this function. So I am adding this function name, and on change event, I am adding this function name. That's it. Now let's save this file. We'll check the final output of our application. Go to run, start debugging. And here we got the final output of our application. How to add rounded corners to a div dynamically using a JavaScript. So this is a div element. Notice there is a small curve here, rounded here, which is 5 number. Now when I scroll this, see the corners is rounding. That's it. In this video tutorial, I have explained how to add a rounded corners to a div dynamically using a JavaScript. Thanks for watching this video tutorial. Please subscribe, share and leave your valuable comment. We'll catch you in my next video tutorial.